welcome back to Peace and Carmen. I'm Carmen. If you've been following my channel at all, then you know I have these oracle cards from my next door neighbor Sarah, who's a psychic medium. We've typically been doing the oracle cards at the end of the reading, but today for your November tarot reading, I thought I would start with the oracle cards. So her information is in the description box below, as well as my information. So if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me in any of those ways listed below. All right, Leo, I think we're just going to jump on into it. Let's see what your cards have for you this month, for the month of November. For my beautiful Leos, I hope your October went smooth. I hope that your Halloween was lovely, and you had many blessings. So, we have do some research. You need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. Let's see what else we can get out of our oracle cards here. You want to come out? No. If he wants to, he'll come back. Here we go. We have goodbye to the old, hello with the new. Hello to the new, not with the new. You finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. That's beautiful. Okay, Leo, so there's definitely going to be some major changes going on for you this month. All right. And last we have, your desire is in, oh, here we go. Let me redo that. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Beautiful. All right, Leo. So there are definitely probably some things that are going on within your life that you need some more clarity about. There's probably, with change, is the unknown. So it does look like there are some things that we're probably going to have to plan for. We're probably going to have to be a little bit more analytical in how we, do our next steps. But we also have this end card of your desires within reach. So whatever you want, you have the possibility of obtaining this month. You do have the power of getting that. So just remember that. It might take a little bit more. It might take work. It might not be as simple as it just being handed to you. You might have to do a little work yourself, but it's possible. All right, so let's see what cards we have. We have the Three of Swords. Okay. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. We're definitely going to need some healing this month. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Hanged Man. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And for some reason, they're telling me to overlap that, so I'm going to. So, Leo, I think this month is really calling on you to do some healing work. I think it is time, this month is going to bring out some things that have really affected you, probably from childhood. So really diving back into the memories of maybe some really painful things that you definitely might have tried to suppress in the past. You tried to not feel these situations. I think this was something that you had tried to avoid at all costs. But this month, I think it's calling on you to, instead of repress it, instead of trying to run from this pain, to sit with it, nurture it, ask yourself where this came from, why that hurt so bad, and try and actually mend this and heal this so it's not just lingering inside of you, waiting to be triggered again, but instead it is mended and it's soft. It's a softer pain, so that when situations happen where it would typically be triggered, instead it is something that we have now gained wisdom from. It is now something that we have received lessons from. We have now been more insightful, more intuitive, more in touch with that deeper knowing that we might have tried to that we might not have been in connection with before this. Maybe in other ways we've been in connection with some other areas of intuition, some other areas of healing, more other areas of connecting with the divine. But when it came to this situation, there was a disconnect. There was just something that it was too painful to dive into. It was too painful to look at. And when you did look at it, it was something that was so intense that it was like, okay, no more. I can't. I'm closing myself off to this. I'm closing myself off. It's starting to open. No, we're gonna close it off. And I understand that this was a deep heartbreak. It could have been in love, but I definitely feel like this was something that happened either in your childhood or an ex-marriage if you have been married before. Or it could be from something of your parents' trauma, perhaps a parent's divorce, that might be still triggering you to this day, or their issues that they had that you might have been around to see are still affecting you to this day in different ways. I think that this could be in the ways in which we give and receive love, that this has been affecting us. I think that this has caused us to perhaps see love and see the way that we give love and receive love as a little skewed, as in, so for example, trying to find a way to say this in a way that makes sense. So for those who like to fix people, they find their love, they show their love by trying to fix others. But that compulsion, that need to fix, I'm going to mute this so it doesn't keep making noise. That compulsion, that need to fix, is actually a manifestation of our own issues, our own problems, our own hurts that we are trying to avoid. So I think that this month is going to call you to look upon these things. Where have some of these pains and hurt within us, where has that manifested today to create who we are, and perhaps for some of that, not who we want to be, and not who we want to be in the future. So now we have to be able to grab these things. We have to be able to see these things and be able to start to heal that, so we can let that stuff go, so that we can start bringing in some of the things that we have been truly wanting and truly desiring, because those things are within reach. These things are around. They're ready for you. They're ready for you to take a hold of that. I'm going to move on to my traditional tarot deck. My poor cat, she spilled my cup of water that had my plants in there that were starting to gain roots, and ruined some of these cards, so I'm so sad about that. But what can you do? At least they're still, usable. They're still around, but I was sad. I went out of town this weekend, and then I came back, and my cards were not as healthy as they typically are. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower. So, yeah, this is definitely something from our past that is affecting our relationships. And we might have seen this in our, romantic relationships, definitely. But I think that we can also see some of this within our friendships. Where have we had What people do we get along with, and what people don't we get along with, and why don't we get along with this type of person? What is it about them that is affecting us like that? This is a process. It is a journey, and it is something that is going to be an emotional journey. There's going to be a lot of emotional release. I think that it's going to be very dramatic, but I think it'll also be very successful. I think that after you're able to kind of dive into some of these past hurts, dive into some of this pain, there's going to be a switch within your brain. It's going to be, and I think it's going to be very clear. It's going to be very visible. I think almost like immediately after you have this revelation, after you've dove into some of these things, it's almost like these messages are just going to be pouring out to you. And then you're going to be able to see these things more clearly. You're going to be able to see some of these actions that you've been taking that might have not been as beneficial to yourself as what you would have thought while you were in this pain. But now that you're outside of this pain and able to look within it, you're able to see what things that you can change so you can actually get everything that you want. So you can feel as happy as you can be. Find some support. Find people to be around there for you. Family, friends, they're going to be helpful. This is going to be this is an emotional journey. It's Scorpio season. Things are getting deep. But I think that would be good for you to be able to get some of the support from people that you love. Also, I think that would probably be a good idea for you to ask if you have siblings, if you have people that were around you during your childhood, ask them their interpretation of a memory that you had. Say, remember this time, and then let them talk and see how they viewed the situation. Was it similar? Was it different? Were the perceptions altered by, different things? So I think that's going to be very important for you as you continue to uncover these things, but also be able to get that support because it's going to be needed. It's heavy stuff to uncover, so it will be needed. I think that when you do start asking people, asking these people that are closest to you about some of these things, some of these memories, I think that's going to give you the information that you need to change your views on a lot of this stuff. Because I think right now we are so attached to our specific views, which everyone is. So once we're able to step outside and imagine our lives through, imagine situations through a life that's not our own lens, a lens that's not our own, then we'll be able to see a little bit of differences here. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Lovers in reverse too. I'm not sure if I said that when that one came out. We have the Lovers in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So this work that you're doing is ultimately going to help you within your new love relationship or in your current love relationship. I think that if you are currently in a relationship right now, that some of these hurts and pains have caused some light issues within the relationship. And the relationship could be even better once we start working on that, right? I think that if we're not in a relationship and if we are single at this time, this healing, this reminiscing and healing of these triggers, of this trauma, instead of living there and feeling an overwhelming sense of pain about it. Once we do start healing that process is moving us to a relationship. This is moving us into a state of mind that is very harmonious and compatible with our partner. So this is going to be important for you when it comes to the near future, when this love does present itself and you do start forming more of connections and you do start wanting to produce a family, because I do think that this is going to be crucial to the family that you desire. We have the King of Cups in reverse. And I'm going to grab one more card out. I'll probably end up getting a few if you know how I shuffle, how these cards work. But we'll see. I'm going to try and get one more out. If you do have friends that are around you that are able to support you, okay, here's that last card. I think if you have two friends that are very close to you, those are going to be very important, okay? There's two friends specifically that are going to be very important in you uncovering some of these things. I think that they are going to be able to see what you're doing. They're going to benefit as well from what you're doing. And I think this is going to be starting to come around Thanksgiving, the holiday, the holidays in November. That's when some of these things are going to start coming out. And I think they're going to notice the work that you're doing. I think that they're going to see how well paced you're doing this. I don't think that this is not, something that is rapidly moving. This is something that is a good, steady pace. It's not rushed. This is enjoyed, okay? This is a situation that is enjoyed. And it's a good thing that you can enjoy this so that you can enjoy it with those around you. If this was something that was like, I gotta fix this now, you wouldn't be able to take the time to appreciate and share this experience with anybody else. And I think that you are going to share this with those friends, especially those two friends specifically. So I think that this is going to take, the King of Swords with the King of Cups right next to it. When you do have that, very emotional time, that it's hard for you to handle your emotions, ask yourself if you need to grab someone that is a little stable. Ask yourself if you need to take some advice from somebody else to help navigate this. Or ask yourself if this can be you. That even though it is emotionally a lot, it is a lot. But when you're in this state of mind, can you use those emotions, that intensity, to help guide you to more thoughtful action that is meaningful, action that will be beneficial, actions that will help you, actions that will help those around you and help your future. Because if you're able to do that, which I think that you are, I think that you're definitely going to be capable of doing that. But I think that that is going to be the most beneficial thing that you can do right now. Because when those emotions are a lot, and it kind of seems like your mind's going every which way, when we're able to just take a little time to pause, take a deep breath, release some of this stuff, and then ask yourself, what can we do? What can I do to help me right now? What can I do to help me right now? Help me now, help my future self, help the situation. And I think once you're able to do that, I think the answers are going to become very clear to you. And I think that this is going to be a process that you might use throughout the month, but also through the remainder of the year, if not longer. Because I think this is going to be an extremely beneficial thing for you to do in order to get those goals, to get those things that you've been working for. Because it does require more focus and more, logical reasoning when it comes to making these next decisions. And I think that that's important, and I think that that will help you. It'll help you within your romantic relationship and just all the connections that you have. I also want to just caution you and with just a warning that through this work, your family and friends, they can also be triggered as well through this work that you're doing. So if you feel like you're, asking them about these memories and they might come off a little harsh, they might not come off as supportive as what you'd like. Just offer a little compassion and empathy, because I think that this is the reason why they're not able to get to your level right now of healing. Is it's just still triggering for them, and I think that there are memories that that they didn't want to relive. But so if that happens, that is why. It is just a trigger for them. But I think that you opening that door will start to inspire them to start working on themselves, and perhaps they're going to start writing and journaling. Maybe asking you for some journal prompts that you've been using, because I do think that you are going to be within yourself really doing your creative tools to release. And I think that that will be within writing or reading or, more ink on paper type of actions. And I think that they're going to try to do that as well. They're going to try to kind of steal some of those ideas because they see how good that it's helping you. All right, Leo, I hope that this is going to be helpful for you this month. I hope that this inspires you to start doing some of that deep work. Scorpio season is the best season for this. This is unwrapping all of those layers, and there's so many layers to unwrap. And Scorpio season is a month to go deep, and you're doing it. You're going deep, and it's gonna be good. It really will. You will find healing, and it will allow you to get those goals that you want in the future. This process is springboarding you in getting all that you want. So it's going to be beautiful. I wish you all the best. I hope this month is fantastic for you. I hope that some healing is done and a lot of light is made within you. But if this did resonate for you, click the like button. That just tells me I'm talking to actual people, and I appreciate that so much. And comment. Let me know. Let me talk to you. I love that. But otherwise, I will see you in December, Leo. Bye.